Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just gone on to Bitcoin. We've got a CoinsKid crew, so I do go on holiday tomorrow for 2 weeks for the children to Gran Canaria. So probably the videos will be a bit hit and miss. I will do as many as I can do, and equally I'll post lots of trade setups, whatever I see, long, short, whatever, within the Discord right there, and on Twitter as well. Okay, so do get involved in them communities right now. So taking a look at the CKR, at the moment we're currently sitting at 68. So we're quite far away from the overextension and the sort of max FOMO greed and in this market basically I'm looking for. All these sort of indicators are cooling off right now. Some are picking up a little bit. We've got the AI, which was sitting at 58 yesterday, so that's now at 60. The DXY, cold at the moment, sitting at 88. Now I'm looking for this to get to 100. Typically this score gets to 100 at the top of a bull run for Bitcoin. Okay, we've got the EMA cooling off as well. Yesterday it was 18, today 17, so having a bit of a cool off. Everything's cooling off, and this is what you want to see. In these retracements you want to see the cooling off of these indicators for the next leg up. So yesterday we did see a buy momentum kick in on the 4-hourly time frame with the bullish divergence, and we've seen a positive reaction from that. But does it mean the bottom's in? Let's dive in right now, see what we can see. Okay, so taking a look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame quickly, we do have this parabolic growth curve from the bottom. We formed that way back there in November of 2022, I believe it was. We got the 1 weekly close above the 20-week EMA and the CoinsKid flip, and this is something I did relay to you. Above that thick yellow line, I'm expecting a massive impulsive move here for Bitcoin. Equally, when we went sideways after this beautiful wave 1, we went sideways in this wave 2, bottomed out just there. It was at this point way back in, I think it was September, wasn't it? I said to you, just like that closed above the thick yellow line, the 20-week EMA and the CoinsKid flip, get that again, I expect another impulsive move away free here. So this is what I think this is. So I'm looking for the completion of wave 3, and the completion of this blow off top, this major move to the upside, I think will be a clue in the charts if we start to see one thing. Really simple, breaking down below the CoinsKid flip, the thick yellow line, the 20-week EMA, and losing this parabolic growth curve. So in time, what I'm looking for, whether or not he does it here or whatever, I'm looking for this to come down, make a lower high, lose the parabolic growth curve, backtest the resistance of the parabolic growth curve, and then boom, we've got a macro correction at play. So until that day comes, I've just got to respect the trend is your friend until the end. We're on macro bullish, we're doing incredibly well, and dips are for buying, not necessarily for crying. So I'll zoom in on a 15-minute with you in a moment, because I did spot a lovely little short opportunity for the CoinsKid crew last night. That's playing out not massively at the moment, but it's doing okay. There was another little trade, and these are the little micro trades that I do try and spot for you. There was a lovely little micro trade yesterday on the 4-hourly time frame with a bullish divergence, and equally on the CoinsKid momentum right there, the daily and the 4-hour did flip by, and this is something I did relay to you in a previous video. If you do start to see that, it's a nice little buying opportunity and a long opportunity right there. So we'll dive in a moment, but so far so good. From this close just there, we did get that beautiful impulsive move, and from that close just there as well, way back in September, that I relayed to you after this horrible bear market, oh no, it's going to zero correction, boom, we got that one simple signal, that one simple point of data in which I said to you, impulsive wave 3, impulsive wave 1, and boom, absolutely nailed it. So I'm looking for the completion of this. I'm just looking for more data in the price action. I'm looking for the loss of the indicator. I'm looking for the loss of this parabolic growth curve here that we keep adhering to, because like I've said to you in recent times, level 1, level 2, level 3, typically at level 3 of a parabolic growth curve, this is where we double. So we've not quite doubled at this point. If I was to drop the percentage on here, you can clearly see from this base 3 right now, which is typically where we do see these parabolic sort of verticals double, we're looking at what, that's 75% so far. So we've done okay, but I'm looking at a minimal, a double, I'm looking at roughly around about 84k, so above 80k. So I don't think we're quite there yet. So this could just merely be a correction. We're coming back to support. I try and find that as best I can before continuation. So like I said to you, I think dips are for buying, not necessarily for crying, until we start to see more structure in here, of a major breakdown in this particular chart. This is a parabolic growth curve that Bitcoin's adhering to going forward. Now I'll show you on the DXY what happened in the DXY, which is what I'm waiting to happen in here for Bitcoin as well, which made me flip bull on Bitcoin and risk, but made me flip bear on the DXY. Let me show you right now, and it was a key signal that I did relay to the CoinsKid crew late 2022, and I got so much hatred for that, but it was just a key data point that I was relaying, that I was expecting a massive vertical in the Bitcoin chart. Let me show you right now, okay? So taking a quick look at the DXY, and I've shown you this before, and for those that have been with the channel will know that as this started to get really toppy like this and really far away from the thick yellow line and the 20-week EMA, you know, it started to get really, really overbought. And, you know, it met a 1618 target like an absolute boss as well, which I relayed to you from the bottom just there to the top, 1618 like an absolute boss. Look at that. So massive impulsive move. At that point, I did expect some kind of big correction to come back in, which was confluence to my analysis that we would see the opposite in the Bitcoin chart, and it did exactly that, but not initially. As this started to break down here, we went through something called, I think it's a black swan for Bitcoin, basically the FTX fallout in November. But this was a telltale sign, this massive parabolic growth curve, that once we came down below the growth curve, backtested resistance, which is what I'm anticipating for Bitcoin as a clue. We backtested that and lost a 20. Boom, this is coming in. So we've not got it yet. So I think that it will come in time, but you know, I'll try and identify it when it does happen, obviously. But at some point, it will happen for Bitcoin. Let's not be disillusioned, okay? So when that happens, I would expect the DXY to go the opposite direction, because this is what happened in 2021. You know, after the previous parabolic growth curve for Bitcoin as well. If I drop this in for you, you can clearly see. Just there is this parabolic growth curve happen for Bitcoin. Look at this, going up, going up, going up, going up like that. Broke down, back test. At this point, the DXY was double bottoming down here. It was creating that structural bottom. Then it began its massive parabolic growth curve coming back up. This was a bull trap on Bitcoin, because if you take a look at this, it was already on its way, and Bitcoin had put in this B-wave bull trap. So, you know, Bitcoin should have done something like that, the A, the B, just like the rest of the altcoins, and then boom, bottomed here in the bottom of the C wave. As this was topping and rolling, this is where this has begun to pop. So again, I'm just looking for the same scenario that happened in 2021, the breakdown below the parabolic growth curve, the double bottom on the DXY, and I don't necessarily see it yet. Equally with the DXY as well, on the weekly time frame, which is what we're not seeing yet as well, which is confluence my analysis of the true top being in. On the weekly time frame, we don't have a bullish divergence building up like we did there, okay? So this is something equally I don't necessarily see in the DXY to, you know, of confluence to the fact that the top's in as well. We've not got a bullish divergence here on the weekly. So if I'm correct, and right now we are still in the, you know, the parabolic growth curve, we're in the vertical within the Bitcoin chart, dips are for buying, you know, not for crying. And what we're looking for here is basically a rejection in the DXY and then a massive C wave, which will see this start to come down like this, and then eventually you'll start to create, you know, your bullish divergence down here on the RSI with the price action and the index of the DXY, which is pretty much like you created way back down there. When was this? 2021. Look, you're getting your bullish divergence, you're getting lower lows in the price action and high lows in the RSI. So we don't have it yet, we're nowhere near it yet. So this is something we need to see in the DXY to have confidence to the fact that the top is in for Bitcoin. This is really simple analysis, okay? And equally, what I'm looking for in the Bitcoin price action is the breakdown below the parabolic growth curve like it did here, and then the loss of a 20-week EMA, and boom, you know, out of Bitcoin. That's it, you cooked. You know, the big blow off top is cooked at that point. So what's happening in the DXY at the moment on the daily anyway, you know, there's an inverse correlation was absolutely playing like a boss. What we do have here, and I did point this out in a previous video, if we drop the Bitcoin price in right now, you take a look at this, look at the top of this wave here. What happened for the DXY? Started to retrace up. So yesterday I did make a little tweet for the CoinsKid crew on Twitter that we did have a bearish divergence on the 4-hourly time frame, so we should see Bitcoin break up here. But you know, I do still think Bitcoin's potentially caught in a correction. I'm trying to find the bottom of that correction. At the minute, you know, I'll try and find the order to support targets. I'll post them in the Discord and Twitterism when I see them. But at the minute, I think we just need to kick back, relax, and we're just waiting for this next leg down in the DXY. Because if we do see the next leg down, that's the vertical in the Bitcoin chart, and you know, that's the breakdown in the DXY, and then we're looking for the bullish divergence for the DXY, and we're looking for the weekly bearish divergence for Bitcoin, and we don't have neither yet, okay, which indicate to me that, you know, the inverse correlation, the top and the bottom, really simple technical analysis. So at the moment, the DXY, I think, possibly going some kind of A, B, C wave correction coming back up before a monumental move to the downside. And at the moment, I just think that Bitcoin's caught in a correction before the continuation of the vertical. And, you know, the clue will be in the breakdown of the DXY. If I'm correct, and we do see this breakdown in DXY, then this next leg down, that's your vertical in the crypto markets and risk this year. So I wish everyone the most luck. Let's dive into the 15-minute time frame on Bitcoin and show you what I spotted yesterday for the CoinsKid crew, okay? So take a look at Bitcoin on a 15-minute time frame. I can understand why people are jumping up and down, you know, getting really excited about a bottom being in, but we need to see more price structure within this structure within itself to get really excited. So what is the main thing we need to see? Well, I think it's really important that we see that pivot point taken out at 68983. Why? Because if we move to the left from this point here, you see this point, we've had basically some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move down, and all this is at the moment, if you take a look respecting, you know, the price action in the chart, is a 1, a 2 and a 3. So until we start to see a pullback holding structural high lows and a break of this neckline here and then take that pivot point high, this could simply be a correction coming back to where you came from in 5 waves before another 5-wave move to the downside. This is why we have to rely on the price action that gives us clues to the bottom being in. Okay, so I know a lot of people are jumping up and down because of the bullish divergence and things like that, saying, yeah, that's it guys, you know, we're done, it's an ABC, that's it, you know, we're done, and Bitcoin's taking off in the vertical right now. It's absolutely possible, but I think the price structure from this pivot point here is really important. Okay, and this is what I relay to you on the channel. So yesterday, this is why for the CoinsKid crew we've got a nice little rising channel. I did actually entertain the short, and at this point I think, you know, we've got a potential target in this short to this neckline. Why that neckline? Because we've got a god candle breakout just there. So as we're coming up, I always look to the left and see things, you know, see resistance breakdown. For example, just there, if you take a look at that, that's basically where we retraced to. Why? Because we've got support, we broke down and we come all the way down in 5 ways, and we've had an ABC coming back up into it to backtest the resistance. This was a target that I did lay down yesterday morning for the CoinsKid crew, that if we come back up, this is my minimal target. Okay, these are little micro trades that I do post in the Discord for the CoinsKid crew. So long into this target, and now I'm short into this TP target as well. So again, if it starts to follow through and we sweep down below, we'll look at more short opportunities. But at the minute, I just need to see more price action in this chart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, before, you know, breaking that resistance point, before I can start to say I think that's the bottom. Do you understand? Really simple. At that point, ABC coming back, hold this low from which you've come, build some more positions, which again I'll relay on the Discord right there, and then we bolt in a big third wave. So that's the more bullish scenario. But at the minute, I just don't see it. I think at the moment what we have to respect is 5 waves down, ABC coming back up, and right now we may be on the cusp of another move to the downside when everybody at this point is getting really, really bullish and potentially opening longs and things like that. They're about to get liquidated. So that's a possible scenario. I don't want to be too bearish or too bullish. I'm just sort of trying to ride the waves with you and trying to find the micro moves at the minute. On the macro, I am bullish obviously because of the indicators and the signals that we're seeing across the board. But on the micro, I just think one last little shakeout here, another little drop in this crypto market could actually shake people out. Again, I'm looking for the invalidation. The invalidation will come if we do start to see Bitcoin taking out this pivot point here. Then yeah, okay, we're increasing probability that is your bottom. But at that point, we will have 5 waves up, and like I've always said to you, look, we've got the 5 waves down, countering, coming back up in the 3. We will look for a counter in 5 waves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As soon as I see the 5 waves, I will update you. I'll post it, set up on Discord. We will look for ABC coming back to hold that low, and then again we'll counter the 3 waves with another 5-wave move up. Really, really simple. Hope you understand the update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. But we've got the bearish divergence playing out into the potential god candle backtest, and we've got the bullish divergence that's played out into this beautiful god candle backtest. So we're just riding the waves there. Take care everyone, back to another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.